Exterior stakeout area, La Noche. Lotso walks down the street lamp, looking over his shoulder in a few steps.
Oh, honey.
Gavin came out behind Lotso.
What do you want, boy?
Well, you know that girlfriends behave like a fuss.
Care if we check the box?
Lotso doubted, but his decision was unsuccessful. He dropped the box on the ground and smashed it backwards.
Yes, it is. Straight.
Nine scans Lotso, looking at the entire record of Lotso's crime. Previous mistakes include red ice treatment, auto theft, and professional sportsmanship. Nines led Lotso back to Gavin as Gavin pulled a broken android arm out of the box.
Did you know that the unregistered role in Android purchases is really illegal?
Oh, I know how bad that is, but the truth is, I still have a girl, and she's a prime minister, and she can't keep up with it. Just like, you're a spy, you're clear.
Hello? Hello? Quiet. Look, boy. We just want to know if you bought this type of boat towel.
No one has a thyroid pump, which looks like a holy grail. I mean, it's a win in the hearts of people, you know? No one wants to release it because they need androids to survive.
So, your seller does not have a beautiful flooring in his collection?
Never. These children are mostly hugged. Like a robot arm armed with rifles. There are a lot of disadvantages inside because of imports from Japan. I mean, I fell in love with the trash can trying to dive behind a cybersecurity workshop, and one of their laser drones made it Swiss cheese before he could catch anything.
Lotso and I understand that it's probably true. However, the protection of the free Lotso group remains the same. Lotso goes back and forth between them.
Can you go now?
Android smuggling gets what's called a federal crime. You will be arrested. You must be right. However, the cooperative way may not be launched immediately because an agreement cannot be reached.
Gavin released his belt and shook Lotso's hand behind his back.
Please, do not worry. We'll be easy for you. Just try not to be too happy.
I love this heading. Scene 11, interior. Gavin lives in a warehouse. Nine stretches and changes clothes in Gavin's living room. Gavin is in front of a laptop where Nines pours a transparent, futuristic tablet. Nines slides through various witnesses and notes. Gavin's cat is on the table and is scared. His eyes side. My voice gets tired.
I know there is nothing good. I found it, but sometimes she can't stay there.
Lotso talked about protecting girlfriends, which is why he bought part of the law. If it's not what killed him, he's an assassin. What if the killer gets killed because they need charm?
Don't you believe in the allegory of a sick child?
Androids are systemically low level, not so long as the government was involved. They are human souls, and their situation is desperately at risk.
The table was moaning, and Gavin popped on the bed. He leaned down and started sliding through the tablet in Nine's hands. At night, when he wasn't suffering from Nines, he needed to be near the underdog. Gavin looked through the witness as if it was nothing, but Nines insisted, deeply aware of his partner's skin feelings.
So, at last. Gavin?
Something?
I recently realized the increased irony of smoking, the use of Julius.
Don't you want to scan me? Yes, Jesus!
I am your partner. You can't use the person you need to take care of, so I'm worried I can give it to you. Want to sleep with me? Also, files cannot be checked while sleeping. Don't worry if you're with me, of course.
Yes, I died. Just stop looking at my insides and my face.
Gavin, rest. This is what is here every morning.
Gavin stops at the bedroom door.
Overnight.
He went to the bedroom and closed the door behind him. It was a warm day at Nine's mental institution. Nine's wardrobe is also different this time. A more casual sweater, not a tight dress.
Hello, new topic. I'm digging.
Those bowls are not for you. They're trying to do difficult things, but I'm sure you'll find a way to outrun me. I'm still working on this case. From other sources, I start thinking about the risk of suicide.
His emotional goal of Gavin lies on the nearby ledge.
And that's terrible for other guys. She's torn, so he probably left a notice.
Right on. That's right. I was pregnant. Although I can compare his flaws with those of previous beliefs, to be exact. This is not the first time an android lost its share. It's been 4 months. She's a Tracy model, and she's a bit of a Tracy part. We consider it a sex crime, but every android does not have a unique component to their model number, something very valuable to sell or collect.
My questions are better.
Hmm?
What did Gavin say before he went into the bedroom?
9 stops. The case files are stacked behind him, leaving him alone with Gavin's projection.
Gavin has no time to analyze the thousands of things you want to tell me. I need to concentrate.
You need to focus on other things. So will you be with him?
What time?
You have to go first. And always, the lion shits carrots. You just need to be honest.
Gavin was focused a little ahead of schedule. 9s, correct your shoulders.
Okay, I actually translate these simulations without intention. I was built and destroyed. But there are still some things I haven't done. We hope that Gavin will not lead our society.
It's not like what he said when he came out. A man doesn't need all the bells and whistles, 9s. He just wants someone who doesn't hate him.
If so, I mean that. Until then, I am a husband. There is nothing else.
9s runs away and ends the simulation. Scene 13, interior. I live in a Gavin warehouse. 9s woke up from the Zen garden with a little voice. A sudden moan rumbling behind the bedroom door caught his attention instead.
Gavin? Gavin!
And apart from all he said, as soon as these people leaned on the bedroom door, they didn't know they had a good life with him. You can open the door quickly without knocking. Gavin was wrapped in a blanket, wet by sweat, soaked as if by an invisible entity.
Gavin, get up.
He slapped Gavin's jaw, still trying to soak his head. Gavin woke up, but he's still pretty.
Well,
He tries to defeat 9s from her, but the more Gavin hits him, the closer 9s pulls him.
you will be fine. You're fine. Not real.
He pulls away and 9s lets go, glad Gavin is back to reality.
Are you still here? What are you doing?
I am still investigating our case. I heard you were poor, so I got some water.
No. I feel great. Madness, unlucky madness. You know I'm not sleeping, right?
It is difficult for 9s to reach their goals.
What is a dream?
There's nothing. Please remember.
Learning more about you won't bother me. Gavin.
The cat's ass jumped on the bed between them.
I can stay with you if you want. Studies have shown that physical contact is for the benefit of people, but God does not allow serotonin to affect those in need of soothing.
No, it's not. I take the cat case.
The bed is broken, so 9s increases slowly. I didn't want to push the problem.
So I'll be home if you need me.
It's almost late tonight, so hell, it looks like I'm back there.
9 stood still looking back at his friend. Gavin looked small, sitting on the couch for him. 9 chuckles, then goes straight to the bed and sits down again. The cat broke out.
I was a stupid boy graduate from high school. A short ice cream from red to peanut. I can't do it. I stop. He raised me and kicked me. They hit me and pushed me out. I was flying around Detroit with a blood pump. Fowler found out. Get me out of his car. Take me to some restaurants and buy me coffee. Tell me I can add DPD a bit.
That seems like a good goal. Why this nightmare?
Because when it changed in my head, he never showed up. I am a justice man and will die there. Bleeding snow is bad. No one cares.
Do you know you don't want me?
Gavin said nothing. He looked at 9s for a moment before reaching for the paper. 9s reached out and put Gavin's hand over him. Gavin leaned forward, resting his head on 9's shoulders, and looked up again.
If you tell anyone about it, I will force you to pull out.
Just give birth.
They sat together in peace, symbolized by the light of the moon. As he continued to hold Gavin's hand, Nine's scalp slowly receded to reveal white soap underneath. Alright, scene 15, interior gas empty bedroom. Tomorrow. Gavin moves slowly due to fear of destruction, but he is alone in his bed. Gradually, he seemed to remember that he not only slept with his friend, but also shed his limbs a moment ago.
You're still here?
Why not? In fact, breakfast, eggs and toast, forever.
Gavin sat up straight. Everyone's drinking soup!
What the heck is it?
Feels good.
Fucking peach!
He got out of his bed and stuck to the closet, looking for something to carry.
Would you like to get out of here and have a good time at work? That means erasing all elements from the past and your brain.
Nines is offended and now understands what Gavin's nursery rhyme is.
I don't go because you are depressed by the human condition.
Scram!
Nines can see it before. Finally, he shook his head and left the room.
Not my coverage.
Not my coverage, not my coverage.
Lisa's progress!
Well, we have interviews with all our contacts. We are safe from Jericho. We were reviewing the poster to see if it has a guide.
I saw Nines in the local black market. Nothing has changed.
I told you to tell anyone that. Shh.
Wait.
Yes, that's a bit pointless. But looking at some of the cold cases yesterday, I came across an example that I forgot.
Chris was amazed at the confusion.
This is unfamiliar, Sherlock.
His words bite today.
I know that Lisa is not the only one who has died that is not very biological. Last year, nearly a dozen victims came. I have yet to write down because sometimes I get lost or broken at the time of the crime.
Are you looking for problems related to your boyfriend?
I just found out yesterday. I don't want to talk to you.
Isn't it yesterday?
So are you the victim of a serial killer?
I need to do some research to find out, but this seems to be the case. Every piece of furniture that is stolen is different and very important. Lisa's green bombs, Philip's large battery. It is as if the collector has a collection.
You're the largest android ever built, RK-900.
Gavin looked as if he wanted to illuminate Ada with his eyes.
The methods of the assassins are divided in this section, and by chance, they live here in Jericho. We can search all the rooms. When you find Kathy, you find the killer.
And for Marcus. I'm sure everybody is ready to court Lisa's murderer.
Scene 17, interior Ada Regional Office, day. Ada and Chris were chatting in their offices while Nines and Gavin were standing in the backyard.
I know what this joke is about. You're depressed about this case, about last night.
You hear me?
He stormed off, leaving Nines looking at him
Yes.
with a red LED and a wounded expression. Nines has capital R, regret. Chris and Ada huddled outside the office. Good friends.
Yes, I love Android! Now that I have a small cocktail, that's it. You suit us.
Is Detective Nines real?
I'm sorry.
Yeah? You came to my party last night at Burns Alley, didn't you?
Please, I will dream of your participation.
Ada goes to her office and closes the door. Chris is scared. Nines and Chris walked through the hall together.
Did I invite her for dinner?
Can you thank me later, Casanova? Casanova is the man... No.
Nines was handed to the king of trash and smiles. The LED will light up red.
The king of trash and smiles. If that is not Gavin,
I don't know who
motherfucking
that is.
Reed.